Welcome back to Robert Loyale, where I show you the ins and outs of graphic design as it pertains to t-shirts, logos, and GIF animations. And today, I want to say thank you for coming back for part 2, where I show you guys how to make a logo for your business. Now, there's a few things to consider when talking about making a logo for your business. We want to make something that's unique, fits the value of your brand, and also brings about an emotion that people can attach themselves to when they see it. As a matter of fact, this ideology is almost standard, and I talk about this in a video that I've already uploaded, so if you guys want to check that out, I'll have that linked in the description box below. But with that being said, you guys, if you like this one, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel or just kind of stumble upon, go ahead and subscribe. I do this all the time. And if at any time you have any questions, go ahead and leave it in the comment section below. But with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this video. Now, a logo is a symbol that people will connect to whenever they buy your apparel, and it's usually the one thing that they remember the most because they see it all the time. However, there's a lot to be said about the logo that people don't understand, and today I just kind of want to tackle some of that stuff so you guys can get a better understanding of the logo and how to build yours going forward. Now, the previous video is necessary at this point, so if you haven't watched this, I strongly advise anybody who haven't seen it to go watch it and come back. But if you have watched it, let's talk about the SWOT analysis of your company right now. At this point, I really just want to focus on the strength of your company. This is the stuff that you value the most. And you can pretty much run your brand off this small bit of information. So for the brand that I'm starting, I value a fresh, relevant, diverse message. And with that message, I can build multiple collections off of it. And then I also value loyalty. So whenever I have a deal in my shop, I want to make sure that my customers know about it. But I'll get into that a little bit later on. However, I just want to make a trendy brand that thrives off of disruptive political views and is authentically designed for its audience. The audience being between the ages of 18 to 24 and 25 to 34. We would call this multi-generational. And basically, these are just people who are politically aware, mentally enlightened, and typically associate themselves as hipsters. These are people who watch the news and are involved in activist movements. Now, the reason why I did this much is because I want to build a brand that's pretty much specific for them. Because if it doesn't bring an emotion, then it's pretty much a waste of time. Now, the brand name that I've chosen is called Aesthetic. And aesthetic is just a term used in the hipster community that means vibe. So for an example, I like the aesthetics in this event. It's very cultured. Instead of using the word vibe, they use the word aesthetics. This small connection will bring in those ages that I was targeting. But now that we have the brand name, the emotional values, and the audience defined, let's talk about designing the logo. Now, there's 3 kinds of logos. You have the logo type, the logo mark, and the hybrid logo. So the logo type is pretty much a font. Okay, you can use a font and just kind of manipulate it into what you want it to be. The logo mark is an icon, and the hybrid logo is the type and the icon together. For this company, we're gonna have to use a hybrid logo, and we want to make sure that we can use these logos in different situations. And what I mean by that is, can I use these logos together? Can I use these logos separately? Can a logo be put on a t-shirt and still have brand recognition? Can this logo be used in a video without the other logo? I just want to make sure that these 2 logos can be used interchangeably, but still keep the messaging intact. So when I'm designing both of these logos, I want to make sure that they're trendy. This takes priority in the brand's messaging. And the way that I want to do this with the logo type is by using a modern font. Now, the misconception that a lot of people gravitate to is that the logo has to have 100 different effects. That can actually get you in trouble because there's no longevity in that ideology. However, to make this logo trendy, I just want to go ahead and shorten the middle section of the E. This makes the logo look like it's quote-unquote disruptive. Now, as a logo mark, I focused on creating a hand sign. And the reason why is because the brand itself represents a community of people. And the hand sign itself stands for the letter U. So when people hold up the hand sign, there's a sense of naturally belonging to a community of people just like you. And these are just a few clever elements that you can use in your logo to make it stand out. Remember, your logo is not the brand, it just represents the emotional experience, and that's what you want to create. And as for your customers, that emotional content will psychologically cause them to understand what's being communicated. I mean, really ask yourself, how many times have you seen a generic logo that didn't say anything to you? Why do you think people talk down about Fiverr and 99 Designs? The logo's value isn't how good it looks, it is the direct reflection of the ability to communicate and connect emotions to the audience. That's a point-blank standard. And these are just small points in communication. There's other stuff like line quality and colors and a whole plethora of other things that you can apply to your logo to get that message out. However, you want to have something that's clear, concise, and functions well. So when you design your logo, make sure it's done in black and white without the effects, and then apply color to it just to see how the colors react with each other. And and then scale it up and down, skew it left and right. Just kind of destroy this logo. Step all the way back from it and make it really small just to see if it works out, if you can still understand what the logo is doing and what it's saying. And then make it really large to where you can't understand it, just to see if you can still kind of guess to see what's going on with it. If it works out that way, then you got a thumbs up. You got 100% on your logo assignment. And that's pretty much it. So you guys, there's a lot of stuff that I talked about in this, and a lot of brands kind of miss out on these opportunities. However, this is very valuable for your brand, especially in the fashion industry. So a few things that I just want to at least bring back into your mind just to freshen it up, because I know it's kind of all over the place, but you want to at least know your competition, create values, know your audience, know what kind of logo works for your brand, make those connections to your audience in your logo, and then create emotional content. But with that being said, you guys, that's pretty much it. So next week we're going to be tackling messages and creating t-shirts and lines to go along with that. I'm also going to show you guys how to research and create filler designs for your shop. This shop filler design is going to actually boost the values of your company. And I hope you guys like this one as much as I did, and if you did, just give it a thumbs up. This was really fun for me, and I like doing this when I cannot wait for the next video to come out. And if you're new and you just kind of stumbled upon my channel, then go ahead and subscribe. I do this all the time. As a matter of fact, I invite you to kind of check out my channel, look at some of my videos, and just get the value. I do this all the time, like I said. But if you have any questions, go ahead and leave in the comment section below. But with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and get up out of here. So stay amazing, stay creative, but above all else, stay awesome.